There's more. I hope there's more.
There is. I've got Debby and Bob, actually, on line D, and they are angry over false accusations.
Debbie?
Yes?
Bob?
He's sitting right next to me.
Okay, so he can hear everything?
Yes.
How old are you, Debbie?
21?
And Bob?
30.
What's going on?
First of all, we have 2 twins, and they're 9 months old, and one of them has a chromosome problem.
What kind of chromosome problem?
He's been diagnosed with the chromosome 18q minus, deletion of the long arm. And, he's in the hospital now, and...
That comes with mental retardation?
Yes. He's in the hospital now for, a blood infection. And somebody turned us in for child neglect on him.
Why?
We have no idea why. I guess because they said we weren't giving him enough care that he needs at home. Because he's getting better at the hospital than he is at home.
What does that mean?
Well, he went in, he has eczema on the skin. He went in for, he had sores on his body and flaky skin from the eczema. And when he gets sick, the sores come out. And they put him into the hospital, and the sores are all gone.
Whose idea was to put him into the hospital?
The doctor.
Whose idea was to take him to the doctor?
Mine.
Okay, so why is that neglect?
Because he's been in the hospital several times.
Yeah, but why would that... See, that's not neglect. I mean, you noticed that the kid isn't getting better, so you brought him to the doctor.
Right.
It may be that the way you were administering care was not as good as they could give in a hospital, but that's obvious because they have special equipment and special training. But that doesn't mean it was neglect. Now, who would have told?
We don't know who did this.
Who do you think it could be?
Somebody in the hospital had to do it. That's the only thing we can think of.
Okay. Go ahead.
We think it may have been the social worker at the hospital because the doctor asked the nurses there to get us help for our baby, inside help. And we think she may have called to get us help and she reworded it the wrong way. No.
All right, so what has anyone filed charges?
Yes, they came to our house and they had to see our other 2 children. And then when he came to our house, he said, I'm not going to look at your other 2 children. They look fine. Everything's fine. You just have to sign this paper. And I have to talk to your doctor and go to the hospital and see Cody. And then the case will be closed.
Okay. Sign this paper. Did you read the paper?
Yes, we did.
And what did the paper say?
It said that we could contact the supervisor and that he looked at our other 2 children and we agreed with everything he said. And then the case would be closed.
And what happened?
He called our doctor, and I guess they talked, and my husband went in to talk to the doctor, and the doctor said, when he talked to the gentleman, the social worker, that he's thinking of taking our other 2 children away, and we don't know why, and the doctor doesn't know why. And the doctor told him that he does not want these children out of the home. The best place for them is with their parents.
This is absurd. Get a lawyer.
We were trying to...
No. Get a lawyer immediately. You're up against a bureaucracy that thinks they're going to protect you when they're really doing nothing but destroying your family and your children. And what you do is you get that lawyer and you unleash him. Bob?
He's right here.
Let me speak to him.
Hello?
Bob?
Yes.
You've heard everything I've said, right?
Yes.
How do you feel about this?
I feel it's something that's got blown out of proportion. They feel that my wife needs assistance. She's young. We have a 2.5-year-old and then a 2 9-month-old. And we were doing a good job on him. We got him looking really good, his skin looking good. And he started using some of his motor skills, grabbing at stuff, starting to hold his bottle, so we got him the special
This
bottle.
is not the language of a parent who neglects a child. The language that you use and the language that your wife used. This is totally outlandish. I can just sense it.
Yeah, he was getting better, and we told the doctor that, and his head was not growing. And they were afraid of microcephaly.
But you have a child with a severe chromosomal defect.
Right, but now they're feeling he was getting better, and we told him it was. The doctor said, well, his brain's not growing. He may not develop. He may not get an IQ above a 70. He may not be able to speak at 5. And we said, but he's getting better. How could this be? And then we went along for a little while, and he got this problem. He got sick one day, and then he threw up, and his skin started breaking out. We took him into the doctor, and at the hospital, they cleared him up. He's stimulated more by these nurses. He's smiling, and it's what he was doing here. And we think that he's feeling better, and we had started something here.
That's what I feel, too.
And now he's getting 24-hour care, and...
he belongs back with his parents who love him.
Yeah,
And your wife needs a little assistance in figuring out how to handle him a little more effectively.
Yeah, we've never been taught this.
And that's what you need. Get yourself a lawyer now.
Okay.
All right? Don't hesitate, and don't be a victim. You want your kid back in the household. You're taking great care of your kids. You love him, and that's it. There has never been a replacement for a parent ever invented by a bureaucracy.
Yeah, we're afraid if we pull the heat down too soon, though, they may get nasty.
They're already nasty.
Okay.
And what you have is an open line to about 1 million people who can hear your plight. And stay on the line, and we're going to give you over to someone, because we're not going to let them take that kid from you.
Not what we want.
You got that?
Yes.
We'll be with you on this one.
Thank you.
All right. Stay on, and you're going to get a lawyer, right?
Yes.
Okay. Pick up the line, folks. Amazing.